Okay, I'm going to show you my process of feeding my old starter. This needs fed. See, it's not really, you don't really see bubbles stretching in it. It's pretty moist. Sorry, my lighting isn't great. So this is what I'm going to feed. But I feed into a clean jar. So I'm going to put my jar on my scale and hit the tare button so that it zeroes out with my container. What I'm going to do is I am going to measure in 50 grams of water. Oh, 70. A little heavy-handed there. Okay, let's see. 55. I really do want to try and get just about 50. Since I measure, I want it to pretty much be on. So, okay, 50, 52, whatever. All right, then we're going to do 52 grams then of, I could have tared it, but now I'll just go to 104. Oh, come on. Got a hand tonight that's there. Okay. And then we can tare that again. Just stay right there. And we're going to put in about, I think it's about 10 grams is what we want of the starter. 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll go ahead and stir in what's on my spoon. So then I stir this in. And you'll see what the consistency is like. Okay, see how it's pretty thick. That means it's got a lot of food to eat on. And by the time I would be ready, like tomorrow, to make a bigger batch of it for making bread, it'll be kind of thinned down. So that's what we want. I'll clean the spoon off, and then you can mark kind of where the level is. I know on my glass that much stuff is right below the strawberry that's on this WEC jar. So I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow. Okay, we're back this morning. I have a clean jar because I'm going to feed my starter again. Now, my starter has, finding my strawberry. See, it started down here, so it has doubled. And I want to show you there's a lot more stretchiness in the bubbles. See how we didn't see that last night? That means my starter is active. The gluten strands are forming, so that's all really good. But because I don't have time to make bread today, I'm going to go ahead and just refeed and put this in my discard jar in the fridge, which we can talk about another time. The reason I had it in here is because my house is pretty drafty and kind of, we don't keep the heat on super high. And so it needs some constant, like maybe 70, 75 degree to really get active. And so this is like a warmer I have, kind of like a heating pad. It's actually for making yogurt, but I just put it in I put a utensil jar down in it, and then this fits perfectly in there without touching the heat, so that it just kind of is like a warmer. Okay, so now that we've talked about that, I'll move that. And then what we're going to do today is just like last night. So I have my clean jar on here, and we're going to turn this on and tare it. Make sure we're using the units as grams. I'm going to go ahead and put my 50 grams of water, because right now I'm just feeding it. Again, I'm just keeping it active. 30, 40, 56, just like last night. A little bit extra. Okay, 54. 48. 55. You guys. 40, 51. We're going to call that. We're going to stop there. Now we're going to go ahead and do 52 of this. I just do equal water and flour. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and do 52. Let's go ahead and tare this, and then we'll just do flour up until we get 52. 48, 50, 53. Okay, we're not gonna worry about that. And then a scoop of this, which is about 10 grams of the starter. Yep, 65, a little over 10, so that's no problem though. We're gonna go ahead and stir this in. And you're gonna see the consistency like we had last night. I clean down all the edges. Okay, and then tomorrow or later today, if I wanna keep it from rising too fast, I'll just leave it in my window where I usually keep it. If I wanted to turn it into 11 tonight to make bread first thing in the morning, then I'll show you that process if I decide to do that tonight. So that's it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rest of my starter in my discard jar in the fridge, and then I need to maybe I'll make pancakes tonight and show you that as well with discard. Okay, see you later. Something I wanted to mention is I do keep a lid on it. Now this lid came with a rubber gasket, but I took that off because I want there to be some circulation with air in here. If you seal it off, the point is you're keeping the bacteria in the air is what's getting into your dough, and that's your wild yeast, which does originally come from, that's how you start a starter at first. But you want to keep, and so it's just glass on glass, there's no seal. And then I keep it right up here in my window with my chapstick and other stuff. So I keep that just in my window right here. And then when I'm ready to do my larger feed, then I feed into here because I want this to, if I do a larger feed, then I want this to be able to grow and have room. And same thing, it's the same lid. I have another one for it. And so I just keep this lid on it, which allows gases to exchange. So that was kind of important. I do keep a lid, but not a rubber seal.